Hi Aries, and welcome to your monthly zodiac sign reading. Okay, this is the first one that I'm doing for you guys. This is something I do in my own private practice when I do tarot card readings for people, right? On YouTube, I've only been doing pick a cards. I've been doing some channel messages and some new moon manifestation and full moon releasing and letting go videos, but I haven't actually done just a zodiac sign. So I wanted to do that. I wanted to start doing that. Why not? So this is it. The first one, the month of August. Now, Aries, I'm looking at these cards, right? Because I wanted to get them out just so that we're not wasting time here. And I think you'll appreciate that as someone who likes to be on the go and is kind of, you know, fiery and always ready and energetic. I do have oracle cards to go with all of these. So I want to just talk first. We're going to talk about challenges. We're going to talk about positivity to bring in, what you need to avoid, what opportunities you should grab onto, what you need to make room for, that type of stuff, which is perfect. So far, the messages have been awesome, okay? When I look at these cards here, I just feel, Aries, that you are making a decision for yourself to move in a new direction. But let's start with the challenge that you're facing in the month of August, duality. And with that is the Five of Cups. Okay. Normally with the Five of Cups, we always say, look at the person focusing on what is spilled, not turning around and looking at the two cups that are still full behind him, or even the big castle and the bridge to get to the castle just across the way. And I feel that that's kind of where you are. That's the challenge you're facing. You know the castle's up there. You know there's two full cups behind, I want to say, but you just are hesitant to turn around and look because you don't know what it all means for yourself. And I feel that that's the duality that you're facing. You know yourself, you know who you are, you know what you believe in, but are you ready to maybe take the next step on your path for this lifetime? Are you ready to break into, say, a religious study or a spiritual study, or, you know, and it might not even have to be that for you. It could just be that you're going to change the way, what you do and the way you do it. It'll be different for everyone. But I feel that you're there, and that's the challenge. You're like, do I start? Do I not? Do I start? Do I not? I feel like you're at this Five of Cups, and this is you, and you're just like, you're about to get up, and then you're like, oh, I don't know. That's the energy I'm feeling around that duality. You know, do I break free of the bunch of bananas, or do I stay with the bananas? Right? Like, what do I do? And when I look at the rest of these cards, I'm saying you go for it. There's going to be a little bit of work in it, but you go for it. That's what I want to say. But let's go to what positive energy do you need to embrace to bring you joy? And that's healing. And what I want to say, Aries, with the Eight of Swords, perfect. Right now, you have yourself in your own self-imposed prison. That's what the Eight of Swords is for me. Those swords, she's standing in the ring with the sword. She could walk out at any time. This rope or cloth, whatever it is around her in the blindfold, she could easily shake, shimmy, or even cut it off with one of the swords. Look. We do this to ourselves all the time. We put ourselves in our own little prisons of thought and the way we think this should be or that should be, whatever it is. And I feel that that's what's going on here. But they want you to embrace the healing. Let yourself out of the prison. Take the chance. Take the step. You know, heal whatever it is that's inside of you that is making you question or is making you unsure or has you feeling like you're in your own little prison. Take a little bit of time out, but with the Aries sign here, Aries, it is take the initiative. You need to take the initiative to start your own healing process. Negative or shadow energy to work on, protection, okay? We have Aries here too. Like, this is so much about you. It just blows my mind. It's so much about Aries in such an Aries way. This is you. wanting to peel back the layers. Let me get the tarot that goes with this. The Queen of Wands, look, another fiery energy. This is you peeling back the layers. You have healing to do. You need to figure out what direction you want to go in, how you want to go into it, to, again, being passionate about it, wanting to take the initiative, not being afraid to lead yourself or to express yourself, right? This is you peeling back all those layers. You need to get down to, who is it that I really am? What am I passionate about? What are my ambitions? Where does my confidence lie within myself? This is an independent journey for you, Aries, and this Queen of Wands is speaking to all of that energy. So you need to work on peeling back the layers. And some of the layers you're going to like, and some of the layers you're not. And those are the negative or the shadow, which is the things you don't like about yourself, that you are going to start working on and start healing. What do you need to make more room for? Happiness. Because I'm kind of laughing because I'm like, when you're doing shadow work and when you're trying to do healing on yourself, right? Which is just maybe taking time out for yourself, just recognizing yourself and wanting to do better. That's sometimes what I think of healing as. You may lose, it can become a little overwhelming at times, because then you're really looking at the things that you don't like about yourself, and then you start liking them disliking them even more, and it takes you out of your happy place. You need to find that. Let me get the card that goes with that. It is, what's that, them upside down? The Eight of Wands. I love this. They're like, no time like the present. Get on that now. You need to do this from a happy place, not from a discouraged place, not from a, I don't know what to do, I'm so confused here, I can't see, I can't move place. You need to do it from a passionate, confident, courageous place, okay? And you need to do it. You need to start that now. Start feeling the happy now. Oh, I don't know if there was, oh, Gemini. Yeah. It's all up in your mind. Start the happy now. What you need to avoid, divination. Why? We have Judgment. Okay. They're saying don't okay, with the Scorpio. No, this is time for you, if you want to go on your spiritual path, if you want to think of it as a time for your great awakening, where, you're realizing that there's so much more to, and you realize it back here with the duality. There's so much more. You just are kind of on the fence. Which way do I go? They're saying, and seems so crazy, but that's what Judgment is. It's rising up. It's awakening up. It's leveling up, if you want to think of energy levels. It's all your chakras firing on all cylinders because you've been healing and doing the work and bringing happiness in. And divination is just, working, you can say, with the divine. They want that for you. But what they don't want you to do and what they want you to avoid is the Scorpio energy behind it here. I was like, why is Scorpio here? Scorpios tend to be sleuths. Scorpios tend to dig into things. Scorpios always need to know the answer, all answers, all the time. And if they can't find the answer that they necessarily like, then they keep digging and digging and digging. And what they want to say is sometimes it's just really simple. It's like a chive. They just grow. There's nothing fancy about them. They taste really good. You just need to go with it, right? And that's what I got. It's like, do you want chives on your baked potato or not? It's just very calm and serene. And you know what? You don't need to dig and dig. Oh, is this one right for me? Oh, maybe this is right for me. Should I go to this church? No, maybe it's this one. Just go with the flow. There's plenty of time for learning and investigating later. You're not going to go wrong no matter which way you go, whether it's spirituality, religion, whether it's just a mixed practice of both, whether it's something else. It doesn't matter. You're moving in the right direction on your path. The fact that you're even aware that you need to do this, Aries, is the important part, that you're trying to heal, that you're seeing the duality in it, and you know which way you want to go. Think of it like a fork in the road. There's two choices, right? The fact that you're willing to peel back the layers and do the work and do this all with an energy of happiness, that's what they want for you. They're saying avoid, researching. Just feel your way into it, okay? Just feel your way into it. What opportunity, I was like, where did my card go? It's over here. What opportunity should you seize or grab a hold of? Affection. Taurus loves, Taurus loves things. Taurus has a feeling, and it's a Taurus moon. I understand this. It is, you find what you love. Doesn't matter if it's popular. It doesn't matter if everyone else loves it. If you love the feel of a certain material, it's about you. This is you, Aries, me, myself, and I. It doesn't matter what everyone else does or where everyone else goes. Oh, I'm loving this message. This is you do what feels comfortable, what feels soft, what feels, I don't know, like home, okay? What agrees with your core beliefs. That's also a Taurus trait, right, of Taurians, of the second house. What are my core values? What do I believe in? You find out what it is that you love, what agrees with you, and that's what you move towards. The Emperor. The Emperor is the king of all kings. I want to say, maybe for you, Aries, for some of you, I just feel like, because he's the king of cups, he's the king of wands, he's the king of swords, and the king of pentacles all in one. He's the Emperor. And maybe going back to here, that's what I'm feeling about this. You don't need to go to one thing. You could do many different things. Maybe every week you go to a different church because you want to feel it out. Does it feel like home? Does it feel comfortable? Maybe you want to try different types of spiritual practices or beliefs, You do it until you find what it is that you love. And when you do, that's what you grab a hold of. When that opportunity, you will know when the opportunity's there, that's what you grab a hold of. All right, Aries, that was very much just about you. I feel like you're on a path here. You're about to, like I said, I just feel like in this card, you want to pop up. Well, this may be your message to say, pop, get up, go. Don't keep yourself in your own self-imposed prison. Peel back the layers, do some healing, stay in a state of happiness, but start that now. Get in the happiness state before you start peeling back the layers even. And, don't get all caught up in the investigation of it all. Just go with the flow. Try out everything. Oh, beautiful message. Last card here, confirmation, clarification of anything on the table or additional guidance or advice. Let's see. Cleansing. Oh, my heavens, you guys, I love this. Cleansing. When you're peeling back the layers, that's what you're doing. You're getting rid of what no longer serves you. That's where this duality, I want to say the fork in the road. You're not going to go down the fork that no longer serves you. You want to go down the fork and start searching for the things that do serve you so that you can start healing in your life, so you can start moving forward. And this is moving forward with happiness. But you need to cleanse out that old stuff, right? You need to let it go. So that is your message for August, Aries. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you next month.